the game, or do you want to make one with me now?
What up, everybody? I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys are going to have a Happy New Year. I'm making this video real fast because I've been getting a lot of questions, mainly sent messages. Obviously a lot of subs and just random people watching have gotten Skyrim for Christmas, and they have a lot of questions on, like, you know, they see my my latest video of my gear, and they're asking me how I made my money and what's a good way to make money, and the vendors keep running out of money to sell the stuff. They have all the stuff they sell, and I give them a bunch of tips. And one of the things I get a lot is, you know, because for one of the tips I give, I tell them to put all your stuff in your house and save it there until you can sell it as you go. Well, a lot of people can't afford to have a house right away. It is kind of expensive, you know, and some of the other houses are even more so expensive. And then I get asked if I made the money that I had, that they've seen some of these videos, legit. That obviously leads me to believe that there's exploits out there to make money, you know, or in a weird way where you get rich. I don't know if that's true. Probably is. But, yeah, my money is legit for what that matters. See, right now I have 152,000 gold. That's the most I've ever made. Where is that damn thing? Gold found. As you can see, I've found 463,000. I'm at my max right now of most I've held. So here's what I would do for what I would mainly do. I would grab all my stuff and I would stash it even before I had a house, and I'd sell it to the vendors as I went. And then I learned a little thing I can do. It isn't necessarily an exploit, but it's just to get them their money, get all the vendors their money back, because as many of you noticed, they run out of money fast and you can't sell anything. So we're gonna say that you know, you're starting out, you don't have a house. Okay, so here we are in Whiterun. Most of you should be pretty familiar where Whiterun is. If you don't by now, shame on you. So we go straight into Whiterun, and we're gonna come right over here. So we're right here. See this little thing right here? Now what you want to do is come over here, and this is where you can stash your stuff. You can see where it is. Here's the entrance, the main entrance from Skyrim, the world, and then it's right here, right behind War Maidens. Okay? The reason why this is important is because you can drop all your gear right here that you want to sell later and just kind of toss it in here, and it will remain there always. Some people I know sit there and will stash stuff in like a barrel. The problem with that is this shit respawns. And let's say you have, you know, $100,000 worth of stuff in there, it can respawn and you will lose all your gear. So right now I have a bunch of stuff that I want to sell. I went and did some looting real fast before I came here. And I'll give you an idea what you have to do. Like, I'm gonna drop these I'm gonna drop these robes real fast. Drop this necklace. Oh, never mind, that's the wrong one. This one, you know, I'm gonna drop this thing. I'm gonna drop this thing. You know, I'm gonna drop these glass boots, this glass helmet, just so you can have an idea of what it would look like when you have a bunch of stuff out here. So you'd have all this stuff out here. Now, a guard might give you some shit if you drop a weapon wherever they see it. So, you know, be careful of that. Wow, dwarven oil, where did that shit come from? Alright, well, so here's what you want to do. You can pick stuff up and drop it, for those that didn't know that already. It's the button that you use for take. Mine is triangle. You push it and hold it, and you pick stuff up and you move it. You just grab all your stuff and you put it here. And that's pretty much it. There's really not much else to it. Just grab all your stuff and stash it over here.
Looking to do some hunting? Avoid Brittleshin Pass, southeast of here.
Just gonna grab all these things so you can have an idea. Now, sometimes every time you come in here, you might want to come and check. Sometimes when you reload, every time you come back in here and you reload, the stuff falls down. And you just want to keep moving it up, simply so that when the guards walk by, they don't kick this shit all somewhere else. One time I didn't check it for a long time, and I came and I had stuff way over there, and I had to drag it all back. Now, this only comes in handy if you don't have a house. So that way you can get rid of all this gear, have more, you know, weight available to be able to There's space available for your weight to be able to carry more shit. Alright, this is what you do. And this way you can just keep putting stuff, waiting for these vendors to get money back. They get money about every 24 hours. So you can just sit there and keep selling stuff to them when you're here. Now, if you don't want to wait, here's a little something that I do, and here's my process, or what I did. So I'm going to grab all this stuff back now, and we're going to go sell it all. Now here's what I would do. First off, for weapons and armor, always come here to War Maidens right away and sell them. This is very important. Come early, because later on she goes inside and it screws things up. Come out here and sell to her.
Here's some.
You can see we're going to go to sell to her.
Weapons and armor.
Yeah, blah, blah. And she has $1,000. So I'm going to sell some stuff to her. I'm going to sell this armor. And I'm going to sell this ebony battle axe. Boom, she's already down to $200. So we're going to sell these glass boots. And boom, now she's only got $35. We'll sell that greatsword. So now she's got $10. She has no more money. Now come back inside here now. Into War Maidens. Okay, now that we're inside, you can see this guy right here, Bear or whatever, Bear.
We've got smoke. Looking to protect yourself.
Now he has his own independent money. He has another $1,000. If she comes inside, a lot of times they'll share money, and then you're screwed. Now you can't sell more stuff to this guy. So let's sell this shield. We'll sell this armor, and then we'll sell this helmet. He only has $100 left. We'll sell these bracers, and that's it for now. Okay. Well, we'll sell this helmet right here. All right. So
good doing.
We've tapped these two for money. Let's go back outside. Alright, we are back outside. Now, if I had more weapons and armor I want to sell, what I want to do is, or not what I want to do, what I typically do, load lag there, is I come right over here to speak to Yorlin Greymane. For those that don't remember who he is, he's that smith that runs the Skyforge for the companions up here. So head up to the Skyforge. Sometimes he's not here at 8:30 in the morning. Sometimes he doesn't show up until 10:30. Keep that in mind. So we're gonna come over here, see if he's there. Oh, he's there. Okay. And then you come talk to his ass.
Whiterun.
Oops.
The Skyforge. Skyforge steel
Yeah,
is
blah,
all
blah.
the companions will use.
Gets
God be praised.
So another $1,000. So if I had more weapons and armor to sell, boom. A couple steel these gauntlets and this steel mace. I can sell that all to him. So you have a total over $3,000 worth of gold out there with these vendors, depending on your speechcraft. Speechcraft helps raise how much money they have. You have options there for selling plenty of weapons and armor. So now we get to the topic of like potions and enchanted weapons, enchanted armor, some enchanted armors, well actually any enchanted armor, and scrolls and spells. Now what you want to do is you want to head over here to Dragon's Reach.
I worry about the other settlements.
Alright, now inside of Dragon's Reach we're going to go talk to the mage over here, the guy that always asks if you wanted the Great Warrior, come discuss like the Great Warriors. Same shit all the time.
Come to Dragon.
Blah blah blah.
It seems this. I had.
So you can come here, and with him you can sell amulets, grand souls, gems. Excuse me, all your gems. See, I can sell these robes right here, but he only has $500. So you need. It's very important you keep that in mind. So I'm gonna sell these robes. So I can sell 2 of those. He's down to $90. And if you have you might have some crystals that don't have any souls in them, or gems, excuse me, that aren't worth much. You can see this silver necklace, $30. Good to go. Staves. He'll buy all this stuff.
Remember.
And then from here, we're gonna want to go back outside here, and we're gonna want to head to Belethor's General Goods at this point. Normally I'd cut out the travel, but for those that aren't quite sure where everything is, you know, new people, I'm showing it. So here's Bellator's general goods. In we go. Now,
Got something for just about
Bellator's
everybody in here.
store is really good
Give a
because
holler
this
if you
dude
have any
buys
questions.
and sells a lot of stuff. Weapons, armor, amulets, whatever. This guy sells it. Unfortunately, he only has about 750 bucks.
Everything's for. Some may call this junk.
Potions,
Me, I
you
call them
usually
treasure.
want to sell potions and ingredients to Arcadia. It's the shop right next to this one. I'm not going to get into that because I don't usually have a whole lot of that. But you come over here and then, you know, boom, I can sell him these apprentice robes of destruction. He's down to $200. I'm going to sell him this dwarven oil. I don't want that anymore. And then he'll even buy jewelry, as you can see here. He only has $194 left, though. I'm selling him this filter. He's down to 90 bucks. And there's really not much else that I can sell him without taking a hit. Now, at this point, you're going to say to yourself, Krill, you filthy beaner, I already know how to do all that. Well, this is where I say you do the little thing that it's actually kind of obvious, but a lot of people don't do it. Now, I only recommend this if you have a shit ton of stuff that you need to sell. Normally, you're just going to have enough stuff where you can stash it outside if you don't have a house. And you can come back every now and then when you need to come to White Run, or just when you're looking for something to do, or a day's past something, you know they have money. And you can come back and sell more stuff. Pick it up from outside, like, hey, I need some money, grab it, come sell it. But if you have a shit ton and you're really broke, or you just want to get it all sold, this is what you can do. Now, keep in mind, it does take a little bit of time, but it's very worth it. I made about 45, 50 grand one time, saving it all up, and then came to sell it all. So, go to your save here and save. So I'm going to let this fucking thing load. The save. It's taking forever. And I'm going to save it here. Alright. Now, all you have to do is reload your save. And when you reload, all the vendors have all their money again. Now, some of you are like, oh yeah, and some of you are like, well, yeah, that makes sense. But there's plenty of people, including myself, that didn't think about that. It happened to me by mistake. I saved once, and as I came out of the store, the game crashed, and then I was like, oh, fuck. And then when I reloaded, I talked to him, and he had all his money. I'm like, oh, shit. Get that shit out of the way. But the downside is you can't just hit start and load it. It will remember the money that they had. Fortunately, you have to quit the game, and that's why I said it's a little time consuming. So I'm going to quit the game. So here we are at the menu. Just going to hit continue, and it'll load my last save, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. Let's load this.
I can tell you're a discriminating.
So here we are. We're back in.
You're a wealthy one, too.
Back in the game. Loaded the save. See, the fucking thing is still right over here. So it loaded the save. Coming right back over to talk to him.
Trinkets, odds and ends.
And see, he's got all his money.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
And I can come over here now, and I can sell some of the shit that I wanted to get rid of earlier. I can get rid of that, these diamonds or whatever if I didn't want those. Get rid of these robes. Whatever. He now has money again, so there you go, guys. You can see that's how I did it. I would just reload. It takes a little while, but if you have plenty of stuff that you need to get rid of, it's okay, you know. Take a little bit of a hit on that. Now he's down to 0 money, but I have very few things that I want to sell. I want to hold on to those emeralds, and I just made about $4,000. And truth be told, if you don't count the loading times, which I guess you should, not even 10 minutes. And if you have that much more gear to sell, it's only gonna profit for you increasingly so, depending on how much stuff you have to sell.